Whew. Yeah. Yo, early video, boys and girls, ladies and gents. Alright? I got like 10 minutes before I gotta go into work, so I'm gonna bang one out real quick. Uh, Happy Saturday. Let's get this shit. I want to talking about like it's crazy. It's only been a week since I cut off like weed and alcohol and shit. And the difference in life quality is like night and day. Like I was never addicted, so luckily I didn't really go through like withdrawals and shit like that. But now I'm realizing that I've been operating at lower than my full potential, you know? Like I don't know, these results are worth the sacrifice of not giving into these temptations and getting shit done. Because now I'm at a point that I feel like I can't afford like to do that shit. I can't afford to come in a little groggy one day and not perform at my best. I can't afford to let toxins fuck up my skin because of my eczema, you know? You gotta take care of yourself. And I feel like you gotta find that balance between the mental and the physical, because I get it, a lot of us, we use that stuff for, what the fuck was that? Was that a pebble? Holy shit. But a lot of us, we use that stuff for like self-medication and stuff like that. So I get it. I was there too. Like, and I don't think I'm gonna fully quit like substances in total. You know, I think there's definitely still a place of it in my life, but it's definitely going to be like highly limited after this shit. You know, because there's a time and place for everything. If you're doing shit every day, that's not good, bro. Like, drugs and alcohol and weed and stuff like that is not meant for everyday use. Now, I get it. Some people are okay with that shit. Some people become addicted. I got to the point that I was like smoking every day, you know, or almost every day, like every other day. Like it was a habit, you know. But it's crazy that after noticing these small differences, how quick I dropped that habit, you know. And now I'm gonna start doing habits to improve myself. I wanna eat better. I've been waking up earlier. I've been sleeping better. Like, holy shit, bro. I've been actually being able to go to sleep early. Or, not early, but like at a reasonable time. Wake up early. Like, I'm waking up at like 5 o'clock without my alarm. And like, I could get up, but then I'm like, bro, I got like some time and I'm just starting. So I sleep in a little bit, but I'm thinking about starting on Monday, just staying up at 5, you know? 7:05, get up, go for a run. Cause I used to be doing that shit last year. I've been slacking, you know? Like, but I got shit that I want to do in my lifetime for me, you know? So no one is gonna push me but me. So you gotta push yourself. You gotta push yourself to be better. You gotta push yourself to improve. You gotta push yourself to take care of yourself. And it's crazy that like we use these substances in the gaze of taking care of ourselves, but we're not really taking care of ourselves. You know, it's just a band-aid on a deep wound or some shit like that. Like, sure, there's a time and a place for numbing the pain, but we gotta understand that it is numbing the pain. Like, I've talked about addiction being just like people aren't addicted to the substance, they're addicted to the escape. And to a certain extent, even like when you get to the point that like it's a habit type of thing, it's like, oh, I got a bad day, smoke some weed. Oh, I got a bad day, I'm gonna drink a beer. You know, like it's to take your mind off things, and that's not okay. So you got to keep your mind on things. You got to keep focused, because like you can't just ignore your problems. You got to work through it. You got to actually solve the problem. It's never gonna go away if you keep ignoring it. So just keep going, keep improving. Like, these problems are temporary. You're only prolonging it if you are using substances, or you're literally ignoring it. You know, like, I don't understand how people have like the same problem for years and years and years and not do anything to change it. You know, like there's a certain, no, I get it, in extremes sometimes you can't change it, but to a certain extent you're accountable for the quality of life you have, you know, because no one's gonna fuck up your life other than yourself. Like, sure, we got outside influences, but to a certain extent you're fucking up your life if your life is fucked up. You know, like, you gotta keep control of what you got. You gotta have control over yourself. You know, that's why it's called discipline. That's why it's called self-control. That's why it's called self-improvement. Because you gotta take care of yourself, bro. It's not about like looking better. It's not about like, it's not even about feeling better. Because sometimes you gotta feel like shit to get through the problem, bro. Because you can't just be ignoring that feeling. Like, there's a reason why you got that feeling. You know, you gotta dig in through the negative to get to the positive. Not everything in life is about the positive. And like, you always hear stories about heroes overcoming immense evil, but the only way that the hero gets to that point is to face the evil. You know, like, you can't be a hero without the villain. So how can you have a positive life without facing the negative in your life? You know, and I'm not saying that like you gotta force yourself all the time, like, or like there's no breaks, you know, because again, there's a balance. But understand that you can't have a break all the time. Like, maybe during gatherings or something, you have a beer or two. During gatherings, you smoke a little joint with your boys, you know, like, that shit should be okay. But it's not like, oh, after work with shit, let me, you know, like, chill, bro, chill. Like, maybe sit down and think, oh shit, today was bad, but why was it bad? How can you improve to make things better? Because sure, maybe someone did some shit and it pissed you off. Now you could be like, okay, I could distance myself. Or if you can't distance yourself, be like, okay, maybe I gotta engage with this person differently. You know, like, maybe you gotta talk to that person. Be like, hey, yesterday you did something, you know, it's a work environment, I want to be cordial, you upsetting me, this and that. Like, talk it out. Like, we're adults, you know, you just can't be ignoring shit. Like, I realize that a lot of this shit is just childish behavior, you know, and that's okay. Like, I'm not even saying childish in like a vulgatory way, because like, I believe that like you gotta like feed your child, like your inner child and shit like that, you know. But there's a balance. You know, you can't be feeding your inner child at work. You know, you can't just always be in your jovial, your jovial, whatever. I think you guys understand what I'm saying. Like in that energy all the time. You gotta be in like your adult energy, and then when shit is in a good spot, then you bring up your inner child. Because like, if you bring up your inner child at times that are hard, then you're just traumatizing yourself again. Because your inner child can't handle that, you know? Like that part of you that like just wants joy all the time, it can't handle wanting joy in pain, bro. Like you're fucking yourself up. Like in times in pain, in times in suffering, you know, you gotta hold yourself up. You know, you can't be ignoring it and throwing it to your inner child. Like that don't make sense. But yeah. Early morning thoughts with Beezo. Let's go. But I'm a little late for it. It's okay. A lot of people just got in. Peace out, guys. Ladies and gents. I and God bless. Stay safe, stay dangerous. I love you guys. Boom.